This is so depressing. Time flies. Holy crap. Okay, before you know it, we'll be at episode 24. Episode 4, Awakening. Yeah, the ear! That got me off guard, man. Thorfinn just doesn't care. Suicidal at this point. See, and this is what I'm talking about. Snake instills fear. Look at his eyes. Hey. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Yo! Yo! Askeladd! He saw Askeladd in him? Wow. You see, Thorfinn? Your body is telling you that it wants to live. Jeez. That's interesting. That is interesting. That he sees Askeladd in him. Wow. And he means it too. I'm betting he really means that. So it wasn't the sword. I don't think it was the sword. I want to live? Dude. Live to do what? And that's going to be what the whole point of the season is. What are you living to do? Wow. Dude. Such a good intro. That's just the intro. Dude, it's so good. So well done. Don't worry about the cost of medicine. Hearing that one of these days, breathtaking. That is a huge luxury, I imagine. Getting help, especially back then. Yeah, thank you very much. That was a huge luxury for these guys. Arnheid, yeah, look at him. Look at him. Yeah, his face. Oh my gosh. You want to say thank you? In these situations, you say thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. These wounds are nothing to me. Dude is mentally a beast. He just keeps going. Hey, Einar wants to help. Okay, we all need an Einar in our life. Come on, we all do. And you kind of need somebody in that situation, like, that Thorfinn's in, to be there for you. And he's not even saying, get away from me or anything like that. He's accepting to it. Which is, like, really nice to think about. So I'm sure these two are going to be really good friends as the season goes on. Yeah, the way he moved. It wasn't... He's a warrior, man. Einar's gonna believe that he was a raider. Yeah, they're gonna have a breakthrough. Oh yeah, we're having a breakthrough. Wow, this is kind of tense, man. I mean, I think they're going to be friends as the season goes on, but they need to figure out who they are. You know, if you're friends with somebody, you're going to be next to them, you want to know who they are. The music! No! Little Thorfinn! He He might as well be disgusted. Yeah, because of how his views towards them were in the beginning of the season. Man. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna stay. I don't think he's gonna stay disgusted though towards Thorfinn. It's too much for him, and I don't blame him. That's way too much to deal with. No! He wants to kill him. Wow. The rage he felt. What? Wow, that's sad. Thorfinn's, his younger self is running through these barren woods. Dude! Come on, Einar. Dude, it's so sad. Wow. This is when he was on the wall. And he's going back to that woman that cared for him. Dude. Oh, man. Dude. He hates that part of himself. And he can't let go of it. And that's crazy that Einar was there to help, even though he was trying to kill him. He can't stop having nightmares, man. He killed soldiers, people, the people who killed your family. I am them. Yeah, I'm no different than them. Yeah. Is there anything good that comes from being alive? Dude, this is depressing, man. This is so sad. This is so depressing. I don't even want to know what kind of hell you've lived through. This may be hell. Take a shit, go to... Yeah, okay, yeah. Wow, man. Life's not that easy. He's still trying to help in a way. Einar is great. Einar is awesome. Wow, man. And he says thank you. Thank you for waking me up. And that means a lot. Thanks to all your sleep talking, I'm completely sleep deprived. Just go to sleep. Okay. Not just wake up physically in that nightmare, but... Okay. Yeah, that's really meaningful to Thorfinn right there. That means everything to Thorfinn. Is this Canute? Yes, dude, I'm so excited to see how this is going to play into Thorfinn's story now. The boy! Canute! Canute, dude, yes! I'm excited to see how that's going to play into Thorfinn's story right now. He's definitely pissed at Thorfinn. He's got to be. That's it. Of course that's it. Fuck, that was so good, man. That was so good. The way they did that. Oh, my goodness. Einar and Thorfinn having breakthroughs, man. The breakthrough of Thorfinn waking up. I'm betting that is the whole idea. Awakening. Waking up. Waking up from a nightmare. Are you living in a nightmare, Thorfinn? And it seemed like he was, but he was also sleeping through nightmares. And this was what I really found interesting was that Einar wanted to kill him. What I found interesting was that if Einar killed him, he wouldn't be better than the warriors that killed. And I think part of that was mostly what stopped him, but also because he was thinking back on what Thorfinn said. Thorfinn was really suicidal, and he had not a death wish, but it being suicidal, he just didn't want to live anymore. He didn't know what living or what good came from living. And Einar's trying to tell him, being able to do these things, these natural things that you can't do when you're dead. You know, just because someone else let you live, you have these opportunities. That's the whole point of living, is you have these opportunities, and that's what he's trying to tell him. You can do all these things that you're not able to do when you're dead. And that's kind of the basis of what can wake up Thorfinn, is to do all these things that bring some sort of pleasure as a human. You know, going to sleep is a good thing as a human. It feels good. It's nice to get a good night's rest. You know what I mean? If you want to live for sleep, go ahead. That's something to live for. And I think that's kind of what that's not necessarily what Einar was saying, but you know what I mean. Like, just having these opportunities and having these beginnings, these new awakenings that he's trying to say, waking up from a nightmare. The whole point of living is to come through to, like, get through that. To get through it and become somebody else, become someone better. And he's asking, why do you wake me up? Thorfinn deep down knows why he wakes him up. He knows that he wants to help out and help him come out on the other side. And I really liked the dream, the nightmare, how you can see they were just monsters. You know, he thinks they're all monsters. Back in season 1, episode maybe 9, after fighting Thorkel, they're all just monsters. And you can see that with this dream here. He sees them as monsters, and he saw himself as a monster when he was a kid. That was so well done. It was so good. I love that. I instantly thought about that. He thinks of them as monsters, and they look like monsters. But when he kills the final blow to that person, when he was fighting on the bridge, I remember that was episode 7. The final kill was that woman in the village who was a person to him, not a monster, an actual human, a human being, man. And that you could see that it's so well done with the animation and the way they're portraying these characters. You can instantly see how much depth this has to the show and how much more we're going to get for that. He saw Askeladd and Snake, and he didn't want to kill Snake, but you know what I mean? It kind of taught him, you have to keep going. You have to live, son of Thors. And that instantly shot him. That shot him into the heart, and he's looking at his hand like, wow, I want to live for what? He was seeing that there. He was like, I want to? When his body reacted. And Snake, I liked Snake for that reason. Snake was kind of tuning into Thorfinn, saying, you want to live still. You know, that's all he said. He was saying, your body still tells you that you want to live, and I'm seeing that. And I think Thorfinn and Snake will have a certain relationship that Einar and Thorfinn, they'll have different relationships. And I think every relationship that Thorfinn builds is going to be unique. That's what I'm getting at here. He's going to build unique relationships that would be different from everyone else. And I'm excited for that. As for Canute in the end, Canute is definitely it's going to play into his story right now. It's going to be pretty crucial to the story. Whether he's angry at Thorfinn, wants revenge himself, he's a king. I don't think he's going to see the same way as Thorfinn's seeing life right now, but he's definitely going to either go after him want justice. Maybe selling him off as a slave was already the justice that he thinks Thorfinn should have. Maybe that was Canute's idea. But he still could have these underlying issues with Thorfinn that he's going to go after him, possibly. We'll see. That is kind of a prediction that I have. Man, was it depressing. I felt sad. Like, wow, like being in that state of mind. We all get to that state at one point or another in our life, but being able to overcome that and see the light on the other side is so special and so important for our well-being and our state of mind. It's so important as a human being to get through this. And Einar believes that for Thorfinn. He has to believe that for Thorfinn because he's waking him up from the nightmares. And deep down he cares. And he knows that Thorfinn isn't a monster anymore. He knows that. He knows he looks back at these monsters and thinks, I'm no different than them, but I want to be. And Einar knows that. And I'm so glad that we're seeing that. And it can only get better from here, man. This is so good. It is really peak for the show right now in terms of character development. You don't see anything like this in anime these days. You cannot tell me you see anything like this in anime. I haven't watched much anime, but out of most anime that I've watched, I have not seen anything like this in terms of character development. Maybe with Attack on Titan a little bit. But dude, no. Nothing like this. It's so powerful and real. It's realistic. You don't see that in the anime these days. Not even shows, let alone shows. Like TV shows and movies. Like you don't see that type of development. This is just different, man. It really is so special. And I'm so glad I get to sit down every Monday and watch this with people. If you guys like this, definitely like and comment, subscribe, and be watching every Monday. I think this is going to be all for my reaction and review. That's what I have to say. Those are my thoughts. So special. Such a special episode. Yeah, with that being said, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If I missed anything, let me know. I'll give you guys a heart, talk to you. Yeah, with that being said, that'll be all. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next reaction next week. Bye-bye.